It's not naive to believe that if a company can build mega cement plants, hydropower projects, it will be able to build something much more simpler, that's homes or residential projects. The JP Group or Jaiprakash Group has proved otherwise. Its much touted execution capabilities have come to a naught, leaving thousands of home buyers in multiple JP projects stranded and distressed. Anjali Istiwal captures the story of JP's fall from grace, which should go down in the buyer handbooks for how to buy property wisely.
Charu Arora believes in buying the best, and that's what she thought she was doing when she decided to buy a home for herself. Currently working as a software professional in Canada, she bought a duplex home in JP Classic for her family, including her in-laws. But 5 years down the line, she's still waiting for JP to deliver. And with each passing year, her losses are mounting.
The kind of money I'm getting back is just peanuts, you know. If I go today and buy in JP the next thing, they are asking me 6,000 per square feet. But the money which I am getting back from for the flat, which is almost, you know, in the construction, is just 4,500, which is not at all what I was expecting it, right? I waited for so long and I bought in a down payment plan which I paid everything. So the kind of return I am getting, it's nothing. The whole money which I paid, it's nowhere right now.
What makes it worse is that her parents hold themselves responsible for advising their daughter to put in her money in a JP project.
बच्ची का पैसा लगा हुआ है, इतना 50 लाख रुपए कोई छोटी रकम नहीं है। यही सोचता है आदमी कि चलो कभी मिल जाएगा, यदि या तो ये खुद रहेगी या इन लॉज रहेंगे या सेल कर देंगे। सब तरह के ऑप्शन थे, लेकिन मिले तो अब यदि हम सेल करने की भी सोचते हैं तो कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं।
It is the same story with most JP Wishtown buyers. People who invested in projects like Classic, Pavilion Heights, Crescent Homes, Casa Isles, just to name a few, are ruining the day they chose JP to build their dream home. This is the construction site of Crescent Homes that is to be delivered by the end of 2014. Since the last 2 years, all that you see is the parking and first floor in one of the towers.
Since the date of booking, I am seeing it in you can say basement or ground floor only, and the current status which you can see is since last 2 years completely no movement, no construction at all. They have stopped the construction.
जब हम जेपी के पास जाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि कब देंगे पोजीशन, तो अभी भी वो 2 साल उनको चाहिए। दे आर गिविंग डेट्स इन 2016 और कुछ लोग तो ऐसे हैं जिनको 2017 में डेट मिली हुई है। ये पोजीशन 2013 में देना था उनको।
JP caught the real estate buyers' attention with its JP Greens in Greater Noida, a 452-acre golf-centric township. Then it decided to build on its reputation as a high-quality residential and commercial real estate provider by launching multiple projects in Wishtown spread over 1,162 acres in Noida. And then came the JP Greens Port City, built on 2,500 acres of land within the sports development zone. But it became evident that JP had bitten off far more than it could chew. The group meanwhile kept rapidly expanding in real estate, infrastructure, cement and power sectors and ended up with a debt of more than 60,000 crores. The delays in their projects range from 3 months up to 65 months. Despite that, they have continued to launch new projects in 2013 and 2014. Most real estate companies are no stranger to financial worries, but JP Group's overall financial woes increase the worries of its buyers even more, leaving them wondering if they will ever get the promised top quality home.
A mega township with hundreds of homes lying unfinished and thousands of dreams broken. Dreams of people who place their trust in the big name, big brand of JP, a trust which was completely misplaced. Maybe it's time that this industry started working on something more than just trust. Things like buyer protection, rules and regulation. From Noida with camera person Mohammad Mursalin, this is Anjali Istiwal for NDTV.
DLF, JP, is it a case of bigger they are, harder they fall? Well, let's just take a look at JP's report card once again. Total of 43 projects delayed in various sectors of Noida and Greater Noida. Average delay of 25 months with some projects delayed for as much as 50 to 65 months. That's 4 to 5 years. 10 new projects launched in the last 2 years in the same region, despite the delays. So, new buyers getting hooked. We've got today with us Pushkar Singh, flat buyer JP Green, Cosmos Sector 134 Noida, and Anil Kaul, flat buyer JP Wishtown, Sector 128 Noida, and also with us Uday Vavikar, property lawyer, who of course has been fighting for the rights of the home buyers across the country, not just in Delhi. Let me begin with you. What's the reason? So this is again last time when I did this show and the builder was different, PPTB. I tried to ask the buyers, what is the reason for the delay? Anil, what have they told you?
See, the reason they are not giving on the delay, what is the reason? But what reason we find is that whatever money we have paid.
Them, what is the reason for delay? They just don't answer that question. Pushkar, what do you think?
They answer that question and they say that that it's all in open, that JP is in a big debt.
Okay.
So when it comes
so
to,
they do at least accept that it's their own financial mess which is the reason for the delay. That is something that that has been told. They don't say, oh, we've not got this permission, we've not got this approval. At least they're very honest about that front.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So and then when we as a buyer, so we all have paid 95% of the amount. So we have all paid up for the particular project. If the buyer goes to some XYZ of its own ventures, then all things should come into picture now, whether it's regulatory or somewhere else, that the buyer's right should be met, that whereas the project is, it should be executed with the buyer's fund.
They executed the Formula 1 racing track, didn't they? And that was in time, Anil?
Absolutely.
Right? So it's only home buyers because they have no power. And also the expressway to Agra, that was also built with just a couple of months here and there. So money is there. If they want to build, they can build.
Absolutely.
And what has been, if you ask for a timeline on when will it be delivered, how many times has your timeline been shifted?
See, I'll give you one example. We have two flats in one of the same floor. Me and my brother. No, me and my brother. Me and my brother. No, not me. Me and my brother.
All right.
But and you'll see the what kind of commitment JP is giving. I mean, mine is coming in like mid of 2015, and my brother's is being given in mid of 2016.
And these are
opposite, 902, 904.
Clearly, there's something wrong.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get yours in 2015. More likely,
I'm not able. If I'm judging it by seeing the visuals of those buildings when I go there, I don't find it will be coming to me by 2017 even.
It hurts, doesn't it, Pushkar, that you don't even know what they're saying right now. Is that a promise which will be delivered upon? And it's already got delayed.
That's what the main pain point is. So they were promised 3 years, and now we go back to them that when will we are getting a flat. So they say that it's another 3 years. So how as a buyer I be confident that they will be meeting that timeline as well?
So how many years ago did you book yours?
So mine was in 2008.
2008 and another 3 years.
Right.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, my maths is not weak. I just want everyone to see. 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Absolutely.
Uday Vavikar, what's going on? And the company's gone ahead and launched 10 new projects. Why are they being allowed to launch new projects? Isn't that the big question? And I know I'm repeating the same questions, but it's frustrating. I want it to be stopped.
It is frustrating. And it is an unscrupulous exploitation from a dominating position of a builder. I don't have to repeat DLF orders and what has happened to DLF, but the buyers have to now get together, organize themselves, and there is one silver line for them, that is the Consumer Protection Act. I always campaign for Consumer Protection Act not because I am there, but because it's an available shortest litigation. There are various judgments, and it's one good thing for you is they are refunding the money with the proportionate market price, because I was seeing the lady, she was saying I am getting peanuts and I would never get a flat in the price I have booked.
Absolutely.
So therefore,
resale market, the flat price is depressed while JP is going ahead and selling it at 6,000. Why doesn't JP just go and buy back all the flats and refund the money?
That's the question number one. Somebody has to take up before the CCI as a joint this thing, but that won't be a solution.
So does JP actually fall under the ambit of a dominant player in that area, in Noida?
Absolutely yes, absolutely yes.
Have you thought of approaching CCI just the way there are lots of buyers who've done it against DLF?
We are just looking at all the options. What are the various options available
You're
for us?
looking after so much delay. Come on, you're wearing a t-shirt saying "Wish there was a town." Please move ahead and do something else. Uday ji, bataiye, what should they
They are
do?
lucky, I would say. Keep aside CCI for a matter, because CCI says we will not give benefit to the consumers.
Absolutely.
We may put a penalty on the company. For them, the Consumer Protection Act is the best option today.
So you have to
Within
go
2
for
years, if they go before a forum, because up to 20 lakh now, what is your flat amount? If your flat amount is above 1 crore, you have to file in National Commission, Delhi. You are in Delhi. Original complaint. And move for, because time is the essence of the contract. If your agreement says XYZ date of possession, if it doesn't say, then also there is a reasonable price, which the Consumer Protection Act says is about 2 years. The MOFA says 2 years, Gujarat Flat Ownership Act says 2 years, Andhra says 2 years. In Delhi also time has to be essence of contract, number one. Number two is, if they are not giving you your flat back, and if you are in buyback, you want the money back.
They're in UP. Uday, they're in UP.
Yes, but in
so
UP
they can file
also,
in Delhi, or
yes.
they have to go to the
the
UP Consumer Protection.
UP, which place you are in?
It's in Noida.
Noida. So Noida can come in the Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow
Okay,
will be
all
the
right. Lucknow will be the
state
hearing.
commission for you, and National Commission is in Delhi.
But
Because
can they
if the-
apply in National Commission?
Yes, the people, consumers are not aware that if your flat is above 1 crore subject matter, even a Bombay flat owner has to come to Delhi and file the original complaint in Delhi.
All right. What happens
So-
when the buyer-seller agreement is already so one-sided? So, they're getting
Exactly.
peanuts for return.
Now-
Can that be changed? Will that be looked
See, the question
at?
is, there is a judgment of Pushpendra Cooperative Housing Society, where the Maharashtra state had said that these unfair clauses of agreement are unfair, and therefore they cannot be executed, they are not enforceable, and which is confirmed by the National Commission. Now DLF, Unitech, they are all coming with the same thing, and there the Monopoly Act says that they have been charged 600 and odd crores. As far as they are concerned, the Consumer Court under section 21R can decide that these are unfair clauses, one-sided clauses, and these clauses cannot operate on you.
So you still believe more than CCI is the consumer court that they should be going
it's more
to?
friendly, because amongst the all other act it is more expedited, and the best thing of a Consumer Protection Act is you can execute the order of Consumer Court in the Consumer Court itself. You don't have to go for execution to criminal court. And the Consumer Court, the President acts as a metropolitan magistrate. 3 builders have gone into the jail for 3 years rigorous imprisonment. And even builders community, as I know very well, for last 20 years practice, are scared of Consumer Court more than any other court.
All right. So Consumer Court is
Manisha,
still
the
way to
best
go.
orders for them is proportionate market price. Today the Consumer Court is giving as a refund.
Okay.
Not only the refund with the interest of 9%
What
or
if
10%.
the guy says, I have no money? A lot of builders just turn around and say, but we have no money.
No. Then they want to go for 3 years imprisonment, and their private property can be attached by the
It can be
Consumer Court.
attached.
Skudki la
Okay.
sakte aap. And their private property not only can be attached, but auction by collector and amount is given to
So
consumer.
how long are you willing to wait? So, in just before we started the show, you said the developer has actually started responding a little bit and giving us some dates, but dates which obviously have no meaning, because you're getting a flat in 2015 and your brother who owns the flat just below or above is getting it in 2016. So clearly somebody is just typing out some dates and sending it off saying, hey, we are responsive, right? So how long are you going to wait? Or do you think it's time for you to go to the court?
There's a correction. It's not only below and above, it's just opposite to each
Oh, it's
other on the
opposite to
same
each
floor.
other. No,
Manisha,
That's one thing.
interestingly, their third option is even economic offense, because if you look at it, they are giving you different dates of possession. They are not sure of possession. They are collecting capital from the market for the project at no interest. Market you go 36% they have to pay. Here you get a free capital.
95%.
That is what is.
That's what I want to point out, that we as a buyer has paid under 95%, and our funds are being siphoned off, or I will say used by the builders in some X, Y or Z project. So we have already paid, so it should be into our project and builder should deliver.
That's true. Where does that money go is what I want to understand. They have already paid for the land. They've collected 95%. That's enough to build the building, isn't it? Uday Bhavekar, the money that all these home buyers have given to any builder is enough to put that building up. So monies are getting siphoned. And the strangest part is, gentlemen, I'll have to thank you because we've run out of time, but thank you very much for joining me.